Well. Jerry Jones. Notice how Jerry Jones is wasting no time. And I am telling us, if you move this Michael Parsons situation out of your mind for a moment, and you look at what the Dallas Cowboys have done outside of that Michael Parsons situation, the Dallas Cowboys have been doing everything they're supposed to do as it applies to getting players signed. They got Oso Digizua signed. They got Kevontae Turpin signed. They got Jake Ferguson signed. And now the Cowboys once again has signed a key cog in this machine. They have signed Daron Bland. Let's talk, Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And if you like this video, don't forget at the end to please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. And if you haven't become a channel member or subscriber yet, please do. We have a lot of great things coming up this season. Now let's talk facts. Daron Bland. Daron Bland, in actuality, has been a great corner in this league. He had a down season last year, and I'm telling you, in actuality, the entire Cowboys team had a down season. Let's just be honest. Jerry Jones was so upset about that 2023 season. I mean, Jerry Jones, because he can do this, because he's the owner and GM, he basically threw an entire season, flushed it down the drain. But now we have 2025, new coach, new coaches, new players, all kinds of things going on. The Cowboys are trying their best to build a better team. And signing Daron Bland is one of the best things the Cowboys could have done. Let's look at Daron Bland. Had an interview, just came down. Let's listen what Daron Bland has to say about his brand new contract. Let's roll it.
Rich man.
Man, yeah, really just wanted to thank God really for the opportunity. Where I come from, not a lot of people get this opportunity to be here and do what I do. So I just want to thank God for it.
When did you find out about the contract? Was it this morning or last night?
Last night, yeah.
What was your initial reaction when they kind of told you, hey, this is going to happen?
Kind of surprised and kind of just a little bit dumbfounded. Can't believe it. That I'm making that much and doing what I do. So.
How important was it to get it done before the start of the season? Not have that on your head.
Yeah, it's because always something you got to have in the back of the mind just a little bit because my last year contract, so it was always going to be in the back of my head.
So it's important to get it done?
Yeah.
What was the process like for you? Was did you just tell your agent and stay in the background, or were you involved, or how did that go?
Well, yeah, it was mostly my agent and the Cowboys communicating, so yeah.
What's this offseason been like for you?
Now, I want you to see how they threw that in there. But I believe Daron Bland is saying something very simple. You let your agent handle your contract. That's what you're hiring for. You don't do any negotiating. You let that all be done between your agent and the Cowboys. And now we're seeing that a deal got done.
A blessing just to be here and be healthy. Having that last year, missing out so many games, and being my first time being hurt, so it's a blessing to be here.
Does the fact that you're a dad change things, now that you've got the long-term, you're going to be here and long-term security?
Yeah, it changed a little bit, now I really can call it home.
It's not enough a fifth-round picks get that type of money. I mean, just a culmination of having to start and kind of earn your way through. As you look back on these last 3 years, what do you think worked for you?
I would say just being patient and just learning to grow. Just having that mindset that where I was at that point was not where it was going to be, the end point. So keep driving each day, taking day by day.
Yeah, what was your mindset kind of when you first came in?
Trying to find my role, trying to just figure out things. You never know in the league, not know what you're going to do, what role you're going to have. So it was just kind of everything where I was going to be at.
When you got the deal, who was the first person you called or tell?
Of course, my mom. I gotta let moms know.
Yeah, what was her reaction?
It was good. Cried a little bit, so it was good.
You had a chance to reflect this on your journey. You weren't a big time recruit out of high school. You had to go to Sac State, transfer to Fresno State. Fifth round pick, and I mean,
yeah, a whole lot.
It's a journey.
Yeah, it's just a blessing. That's why I thank God because not many fifth rounders get that opportunities that I had and be in this league and be able to do what I do. And so I just think for the opportunity to keep doing being out here.
Is it easier with your role to potentially have to move back inside this year after getting paid?
Yeah, now that I get the contract, it's kind of like it's a new drive, new motivation to keep going out there, and now I got to prove it. So
2023 gets brought up a lot as you're ceiling. Just is that possible to reach that heights again? How do you kind of use that as trying to get to that bar again?
I always say because to me, I feel like that 23 year was something I could still improve on. So it's definitely something I can get back to.
One thing about his 2023 season. With those, I can't remember how many it was. It was 5 or 6 pick sixes for touchdowns. You can still get better after having that kind of season. You may not have as many pick sixes, or whatever the nature, whatever the case is, but you can still get better as a cornerback. I mean, you can literally still get better in a cornerback. There's a reason why that is a NFL historical record because it's unusual. So as far as those pick sixes go, he don't have to get back to that. But as far as his coverage goes, you can always improve on that.
In regards to your position group as a whole, there's been a lot of moving parts this offseason and during camp, mostly due to injury. But how do you gauge the readiness of the group going into Thursday night playing the defending champs?
We're all in together. We're all trying to get everybody together and trying to get everybody ready because you never know who's going to be up. So it's all in one effort.
Do you have a defined role yet? Are you slot? Or are you outside this week?
I don't know yet. I guess we'll see by game time.
You said when you came in, you were trying to find your role. When did that kind of transition for you of being like, okay, what's my role to, hey, I'm one of the defensive leaders now?
Honestly, it's kind of tough to say. I kind of would say last year, a little bit. Even then, I still didn't have kind of my official role, kind of still moving. Because second year I was still nickel, so I thought I was gonna be nickel, and then ended up Trey getting hurt, so I got moved back to outside. So it just now trying to find a real spot that's for me. So that
did contract add responsibilities?
Yeah, definitely. Because they wouldn't give you a contract unless they see you as a guy to help lead this room and stuff like that, lead this team and be the player that I once was.
How about, do you think other teams now, I mean, you play on an island a lot of times anyway.
Yeah.
Do you think any of that changes now that teams are going to either stay away or go at you more?
I hope teams do what they do. So, but it don't change anything for me. Still come in, head down, do what I need to do, and get to work.
You talked to Jerry Jones yet?
Not yet. I still got to talk to Steven.
You get back to your conversation with your mom. Did you guys, has there ever been a point where you told her, hey, I'm going to be able to make a lot of money playing football, or did you guys never even talk about something like that?
We talked about it a little bit, but not too much. My mom is one of the ones that try to support their kids and don't always want their kids to support them. I mean, take care of them. So it's kind of hard a little bit. So.
Do you think there's any part of her that was surprised today when you gave her the call?
Yeah, definitely.
You come in as a fifth-round pick, and everything you do, it's like, wow, this is great. We got this guy in fifth round. Now you get paid. Are you going to have to fight the urge, or have you talked to anyone about just play your game, don't feel like you've got to live up to the new contract?
And I haven't talked to anybody about that yet, but I kind of already feel like that's what I need to do. That's always kind of been my mindset, just stay down and take things day by day and never know, because you never know what could happen.
You mentioned trying to find your role, obviously going slot, outside, and then even last year dealing with injuries and stuff. Do you think maybe at this point you're kind of comfortable with kind of the chaos a little bit?
Yeah, you get comfortable in the chaos. So after dealing with it so much, you get comfortable with it and understand what things can come with it.
And you think that kind of sets you up for this year where you might have to do multiple things and manage your full system?
Yeah, I think it does.
You talked about being able to improve upon 2023. How much higher can you go production-wise? What would you improve upon from 2023? I
would just say trying to just continue being a complete corner, inside, out, tackling, making plays, picks, and everything. So I feel like that's my biggest goal, trying to be an overall player.
See, the interceptions, honestly, that's an anomaly. There is a reason why that's a historical number. Those picks sixes are a historical number. But what he can do, he can continue to be a better cornerback. In particular, playing in Matt Eberflus system, the cornerbacks, man, they got to be able to tackle. They got to be able to tackle well. This is why I'm excited to see what Trayvon Diggs looks like. I mean, I'm telling y'all, I'm hoping Trayvon Diggs. Do y'all realize we're finally going to get to see, at least it seems like, we're finally going to get to see what we've been clamoring for the last 3 seasons. What we were clamoring for, or at least the last 2. Daron Bland and Trayvon Diggs on the field at the same time. We've been clamoring for this. I mean, I'd like to see, I do believe that he's still going to play some outside. We're going to see how this all works out. I think that Reddy may find himself working in the slot some. Kyer Elam is going to be working on the outside some, and that is probably going to move Daron Bland into the slot on the passing downs. But again, we've been clamoring for this. We wanted to see Trayvon Diggs and Daron Bland. And again, I'm very excited to see both of them in this Eberflus system. Tackling, coverage, even some blitzes. You name it. I'm ready to see him do it. Yeah, he can improve, and just because he got a contract don't mean he got to come back with those historical numbers, because there are other areas where he can definitely improve.
All around.
What's the challenge of the Eagles receivers here in week 1?
With them, they got both AJ and Devontae that could make big plays, so it's trying to minimize that and minimize Saquon too. So,
I'm sure these last few days in the locker room have been pretty wild with Micah coming out. What is kind of the feeling on the defensive side of the ball? Is it, hey, we got to move on to week 1, or is it still?
I mean, yeah, we're 3 days out from the game, so right now it's kind of being worried about what we got this week, and ups to Micah. We love him. That's our brother still, so we love him.
It's amazing to me how people want this team to basically just say we're missing Micah Parsons so bad and whatever. I don't even know what they're expecting. Bro, we moving on. These are grown men. These are grown men. They don't have time to be sitting around worried about Micah Parsons' pockets and worried about Micah Parsons no longer on the team. This is a part of the business. It's always a possibility. So what we worried about? Hey, bro, we love you. You gone, but we got a game against the Eagles in 3 days. And then we got a game against the Green Bay Packers in 4 weeks. We don't have time to be worried about this stuff. No. Bro, they've moved on.
Surprised were you about Micah being traded?
For me, it's definitely a surprise. I came in, Micah was there. We got, especially when I made it to the Pro Bowl, was a guy was always there with me, trying to keep my head high and stuff. So it was definitely a surprise.
Have you talked to him?
Not yet.
Coach Schottenheimer and Coach Eberflus use the term know-how.
I'm serious. I can't stand those type of questions. Why does he have to talk to him? And if he did, why do we have to make that our business? So do we just want everybody to say, yeah, we called Micah and man, we were this and that and we don't like it? I guess this is really what we're looking for. We want some players to say they didn't like it. This stuff to me gets under my skin. It is team dividing stuff. Whatever he wants to say to Michael Parsons is his business. These guys, man, they don't care just about the game. Man, we about to play the Eagles in 3 days, man. Come on, man, this is stupid stuff.
House guest, what does that mean to you?
That's just like our motto. We try to be physical. Nobody's gonna just let you in our house. So it's just, hey, you gotta pay the price to come in the house. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Daron Bland deserves it. Daron Bland deserves it. He's been a great cornerback, and he has exceeded all expectations being a 5th-round draft pick. He's exceeded all expectations in my book as it applies to a cornerback. This is a great move the Cowboys made. Man, I'm telling you, the Cowboys right under our eyes. The Cowboys are rebuilding. They're rebuilding, and they're gearing up for a Super Bowl run. I've been saying this, and I'm telling you, I've been saying it since last year when I started this channel. For whatever reason, I believe the Cowboys are going to get a Super Bowl in 2026. And it won't even shock me with the whirlwind of things that have happened with the Cowboys this year. It won't even shock me with this 30-year anniversary. It won't even shock me if they win it this year. First-year coach, all new coaches. all these free agents, George Pickens, great draft, Netflix special, Michael Parsons getting traded. I am telling you, this has weird written all over it. And I could full well see where this could be one of the greatest stories that the NFL has ever had in a long time. But y'all tell me what you think, man. I am so glad the Cowboys are business as usual, or I guess I don't even know if it's a business as usual the way they're doing other than Michael Parsons. I mean, the Cowboys are moving different. They're moving different. They're being proactive on all these contracts. And even, I believe, tried to be proactive on Micah, but I think they did it maybe in the wrong way. And I don't think just Jerry. I think Micah and Jerry did that in the wrong way. And this is the result. But nevertheless, we've moved on, and I am loving what I'm seeing with the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all tell me what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Until the next time, DC4L. God bless. Let's talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Peace.